I'm coming. Chick starter. Alright, so we've got just a pound of it right now. Got it from Daniel because Dad called me and he said 2 of those little guineas hatched and 1 chick. And so he says he's not set up for babies yet. I don't know what he's got to do to set up for babies. My thing out there just stays pretty much ready for babies whenever. Just got to turn the light on. I know I use this kind sort of as I can use the top and the bottom for brooders. And when I've had lots of chickens where I felt like as they've grown, I've needed to separate them some, I would move some up to the top or some to the bottom, whichever way, and they could, you know, spread out a little bit. But fixing to clean this top out. I think I'd rather deal with them up high than to bend over and build with them down here. So I'm gonna clean all this out. But do y'all see this water line? I don't know if y'all can see that line. It's like stuff stuck to the wall in a straight line all the way back. Y'all see that? That's how high the water was this past May. That's how high it was. So that means that's how high it was in that chicken coop right there, over right there. And it's not, somebody asked this morning in a video, in the comments, was it because it was dirty? It's not dirty. Chickens don't care about dirt. It's that, because they had freedom. They were free during the flood time. Couldn't lock them up because, you know, there's no, you just had to let everything sort of go and it'll find its own way. And then it took several days for it to dry out. So they got used to just sort of on the fences and stuff. And now I just let it go too far, and it's my fault because I continue to feed them out here, but I wasn't closing them up at night no more, and it's all my fault. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna get in here and clean this up so I can put these babies in there. So we did this yesterday. Daddy hatched those 3 in his incubator, 2 little guineas and 1 chicken. And he said, I don't know what he means by why he would say, he said, don't color code my chicken. Color code his chicken. I don't even know what he meant by that. Like, I'm going to put a mark on her and say she's mine. I don't know. He said I can have the guineas. Because I told him I didn't even think about ordering guineas when I ordered the chicks. My 7 guineas do not live here anymore. They don't sleep here. Let's just say that. They come and they eat, but they don't go up into any of the trees. And Daddy said that's because something was bothering them to the point that they were afraid of getting basically eaten, which makes me so mad that I have that type of a predator. I mean, I know I do, but the guineas are usually one of the harder birds to catch. A person can't catch them, and they fly so good. So I don't know, but you know, they used to just roost in this tree right here every night, and then they started roosting in the pecan tree. And then there is, if y'all look right there's a cluster of it's a taller tree and something else that grew up in a cluster right on that little fence right there, right behind Levi's shorts hanging. They started roosting in that tree. So, and it seemed like they would randomly go from, you know, one of these 3 trees. I never seen them anywhere else than any of the other trees. Those 3 trees, the guineas. And I liked hearing them out. So I just talked to Daniel. He's getting his tractor and he's headed down here. We're gonna get this water trough out of here. I'm gonna hang my phone right here. So he's coming with his tractor. I don't mean to wobble y'all too much. And then, trying to hook you to the fence while I gotta get all these 4x4s and stuff off while we wait for him to get here. Then I can get to this fencing right here and go ahead and finish getting it down. I told him this thing has water in it, so coming. I think I've rethought, you know, you can make all kinds of plans and in your mind because, well, when this happens and this happens, then we're going to do this. But until you start living, if it's a fresh field, there's nothing out here, it's wide open, then you can sort of say, okay, I want to build this big size, whatever by whatever building. And it's going to house 4 stalls, and it's going to have a feed room, and it's going to have, you know, you can have all that stuff. You can get it all planned out how you're going to do it. But I had all this pre-existing. You know, I already had a big old garage that was, you know, originally a garage. And, you know, we've talked about it before. It has slowly sunk in the ground. Amazing to me that it has sunk all at one height. The garage has slowly done this. Hope y'all can see me. Slowly done this. At the same time, the garage ain't cockeyed. It's not higher here and it needs to be jacked up over here. It's an even, going down even, but it's gone down. It has sunk into the ground. The metal, the garage originally was you know, that 105 siding like I'm putting on my bedroom walls and painted some kind of a brown color. But at some point, my grandpa, Daddy's daddy, covered it in this metal. And the metal is buried in the dirt. I mean, it's buried in the ground. It has gone down evenly, buried in the ground. Daniel's almost here. I got 4 more of these posts in there. Look at her. They're gonna run them over.
All right, Molly, move it.
Look at her doing her horn. She is not scared. Look at her butt. Like standing there defiant. Where's he at? Sam, y'all better move. Molly. She don't know what to do. Let me get some feed and call her out. Molly then gave me a run for my money. She starts swinging that daggum head. Oh look, he's come up. Oh, look at the mud in the bottom from the leaves and stuff that have fallen out of these trees. He looked at me, I looked at him. Can you go up and get them 2 bars? Down, down. Ho, come straight forward. You're gonna... You got it. Let me get the gate. Let me get the gate. Don't back up on me. Oh my gosh, Molly. She gets to swinging her head at them. And I know she doesn't mean anything to me. What I mean is she doesn't mean anything ill will to me. But she will hit me with her horns because she's swinging it at them. And I told Dan, I said, let me get it back some feed and I'll take it out, you know, the end out there. And when they get out there, I'll shut the gate. Because see, the minute they see me working, they were all here. And then Daniel was coming and I was trying to get that undone because I didn't want him to sit because it sort of was a spur of the moment. I had no idea that when we were talking, he said, I'll come now. I was like, okay. And I took off out here, got the phone, came on out. So anyway, it all sort of happens so kind of fast. But see, you know, the goats, how they do me when I have feed, you know, they're all there and all their heads are trying to go in the bucket. I'm lifting the bucket up. Then all of a sudden I lift up here, her head goes in it and pulls me down. And it was crazy. And then she starts swinging her head, trying to get the goats away. Anyway, that's done, praise God. Now, she's off over here, and it looks like she's not, she may be eating Big Boy's hay. He's gone back up on the hill. He came down when I poured the feed right out there, right outside that gate, so they would all go out the gate and I could shut the gate within a couple of minutes. Look at me, makeup under my eyes like somebody been beating on me. Just got out of the bathtub. It's 9:20 and I just remembered that Daddy told me that he had 2 more guineas hatch. He told me that this morning, well, at lunch, and I was gonna get them when I left Daniel's. I was gonna walk over and get them, then bring them home, put them in the brooder. I forgot all of them. Little peepers. I just have a yogurt cup. I use these yogurt cups for feeding I had a Dallas Cowboy cup, a big one. That's what I use to feed the cats and oh, there's a June bug. No, that's horsefly. Feed the cats and Minky. But I cracked it, so I've been using a yogurt cup. Anyway, we got the little babies in there. They're gonna go home get in the brooder with the other. So there's that one chick and 2 other guineas. I'll see my bling. All right, I'm gonna get to the house, get these in, and I'm gonna go to bed because we got that early. I'm gonna go. I'll see y'all later. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.